Hello, welcome to another audio-only review. This is my review of the Arsenal miniseries that was released in 1998. It came out the same time it was coming out the same time that the Titan series was coming out, which is written by the same writer, Devin Grayson, and artist is I think it's the same artist. I completely forgot who the artist was. Now, pretty much, yeah, the main character is Roy Harper, and yes, this is better than Rise of Arsenal. Some people are thinking Rise of Arsenal is probably his only miniseries the characters already had. No, this one came first. But before he had this miniseries, 2 years before the release of this miniseries, he had he had two one-shots released. One that came out after the conclusion of New Titans, when it ended, and another one where it's one of the plus one shots where it teams up with Batman. Simple as that. Some of you probably question, like, what in the world is Black Canary wearing? Well, she's wearing her Birds of Prey outfit that Chuck Dixon gave her during the first appearance of Birds of Prey in the I think it's like Black Canary and Oracle one shot, which introduced the whole concept of the Birds of Prey. And no, her outfit is not coming out like that at all in the entire book. Whenever she's in her costume, she's actually fully zipped up, and she does not use her canary cry at all throughout this whole miniseries. Why? Well, it's something that happened during Mike Rell's Longbow Hunters, which had her lose her canary cry, and she also lost the ability to have kids. Though toward the end of Chuck Dixon's run, during his last, I'd say, about 8 issues, he actually fixed that. Toward the end of his run, he did fix that problem. So she can have kids again, and she can scream her canary cry. Now, pretty much this is just Arsenal on a day off in his apartment with his daughter Leanne Harper, and yes, this is like well before she got killed off in Cry for Justice. She's actually she's a very cute little girl. And it kind of bugs me the fact they said kill off. I don't think Robinson even wanted to kill her off for, but maybe my guess is editorial mandate probably had forced him to kill off this character, despite the fact no one really had a problem with her at all. But yeah, this is a miniseries to show that Leanne is not annoying. She's just a cute little girl who does get hurt during one of the issues. I don't remember which one it was. She gets wounded when Roy's apartment gets shot up, which, and before this, she plays with Roy's guns, which are unloaded. Yeah, I don't know why Roy Harper uses guns for, but yeah, it's something that he was doing in the late 90s, basically, where he was not only using bow and arrow, but also using pistols. But look, from I remember reading the issue, they look like Glocks. Anybody who reads those issues, please tell me exactly what type of weapons Roy Harper's known, what type of gun, what type of pistols that Roy Harper's known for that he used. Also, we get a guest appearance by Connor Hawke, who at this point was the current Green Arrow because Oliver Queen got killed off about a year prior to this in the 101st issue of a series on the opening page. Well, actually, I'm not going to spoil that, but read issue 101 basically to actually see how he dies. But he does die in issue 101. But he guest stars for like about a few issues of this miniseries. He does help Roy out a bit when his daughter gets kidnapped. Well, kidnapped by the main villain of the series, which Roy does not know until about halfway through who the villain is. And the villain is DC Universe villain Vandal Savage, which he reveals, like I think in the last issue, that Roy is actually his direct descendant. Yeah, so Roy Harper and Leanne are related to Vandal Savage. Yeah, this is also the same guy who reveals the Damage that the original Adam Alpert was the father of the character Damage. Yep. So even though that he's a villain, he technically doesn't lie. I mean, a revelation like that, him revealing that he's related to him like that, yeah, it's quite surprising. And is this used ever again after this? Not really, no. Despite the fact that Disney related, Vandal himself does have kids later on, about about 8 years from this point, and when they revealed he had a daughter named Scandal Savage in the Villains United miniseries. But that's a miniseries review for another time. But yeah, this is one awesome miniseries. It only lasted just 4 issues, and Devin Grayson writes this character very well, not only in the Titan series, but also in this. No, I haven't. I'm recording, Dad. Okay. Anyways, sorry about the interruption. Yeah. What kind of ticks me off about this miniseries is that DC has never put this miniseries in trade. They did put Rise of Arsenal in the trade, but not this miniseries. Oh no. Let's not put a good miniseries in trade. Let's put a bad one in trade. Like even though Rise of Arsenal was okay, it's not complete garbage. But yeah. Basically, I think it was when it comes to the Birds of Prey stuff, that came a little bit after this series was concluded. It was released in October 1998, and the final issue came out in January of 1999. Yeah, you have Roy Harper fighting nurses, kicking butt with Black Canary. Yeah. And it keeps bugging me why DC never released a trade of this miniseries along with the other 2 one-shots. I mean, it's well written, great artwork, but it's going to be kind of hard to track these issues down because, well, they're over a decade old, and this series was somewhat. I found it by random chance. I found this miniseries, and I read it, I'm like, wow, this miniseries is really good. Yes. Okay. Yes. Sorry about that again. Yeah. This miniseries is just pure awesome. And I highly recommend tracking down the issues if you can. But it's kind of hard to find these issues. Well, since DC does hardly promote Roy Harper except being a whiny prick in the Red Hood and the Outlaws series. But give or take what it is. But I give this miniseries a 9.5 out of 10. I highly recommend tracking this series down. It would be well worth it because it's just really good. It's just pure fun. Pure fun at its finest. Yeah, and also in case you're wondering, is the Titan series published at the same time as this one? Is this one collected in trade? The answer is no. It is not collected in trade. But the miniseries of Legends is collected in trade. And yeah, I keep wondering though, Titans Volume 2 is mostly collected in trade, but not the entire thing. I mean, you have good issues, but you'd rather focus on pumping out Batman trades and putting out other trades that probably could use trades. The only one I can think of that's not doing that for is for Hellblazer. Yeah. But the DC trades are a rant for another time. But that's it for this review. Stay tuned for whenever I get a chance to do another review. I'm not sure what I'm going to do it on next. But yeah, that's it. See you all next time. Bye.